All right. Big week of football to talk about. Welcome to the show. Hope you missed us. So this week we've got the derby of the shit, the derby of the two clubs that are
The
stumbling.
Midchester again.
The Midchester derby. It's undoubtedly going to be a boring game, but we'll get to that soon. Introduce the two lads here, Red Devil Soul, G Banks. How are we, boys?
Pumped for this week, lad. Pumped. That's all I can say.
Nervous?
No, oh yeah, obviously it's always nervous when we verse one of you two.
So I haven't really done my homework on this derby. Obviously, I know it was coming up, but who's the home team?
Yours truly.
So
Yeah.
traveling soul.
Yeah, so them lot are coming into town.
Might be a bit
might
of
be
jet
the right
lag.
time.
Might be suffering from a bit of jet lag.
Yeah, fuck. I mean, it's a long trip from London, so I don't know.
Lucky.
But anyway,
Oh, that was good.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, so anyway, we'll start the show off with himself. Obviously, the Reds taking on Burnley this week. Yeah, we should. You should do it. Should get the 3 points there. Obviously, they're going to put up some form of fight. They're going to try to be stubborn, but yeah, I do think we'll get the dub. I don't even know who their manager is at the moment. Is it Scott Parker?
It's fucking fuck. Yeah.
It's Scott Parker, isn't it? Yeah. You want?
Yeah, we
You've seen
versed
the way
them
the guy
last time.
dresses.
Yeah. I feel
He's
heaps
not
defensive
fooling
now.
anyone. He's
defensive
trying
now.
to get the England job just the way he dresses. You can tell he's already trying to get the England job. But yeah, I don't expect them to do too much. Yeah, Banks, obviously, he was mentioned before the show. The debut of Isak, and I personally don't think he's going to make his debut this weekend. I just think we signed him. He went straight on away to Sweden. He's just come back. I think he's had one training session so far. Like, if it was a bigger game, I would say yeah. But I reckon Ekatike is going to be good enough to play against Burnley. I reckon the other players on the field are going to be good enough to get 3 points against Burnley, and I just feel like it's an unnecessary risk because you want him to have a bit of time with the team just so you can work them out. Because
You still bring them on though. Bring them on like 6.
Nah,
if you're up like
probably
2-0.
I don't know. It's one of them. It's just
to get his feet under, like in your team.
Yeah, but
Isn't it?
at
Oh,
the
it's
same
away.
time, at the same time, I just feel like there's more to lose than there is to gain from bringing him on, or starting him. Like if you start him or put him on, I just feel like if he has a really bad game, the pressure, the price tag, British transfer record, everyone's going to be at his throat. Especially the Newcastle fans, they're going to be hate watching. He will score 3 goals, but he will lose possession twice and watch. They'll clip that. And they'll be like, 134 million for this. But to be honest, did see a training
Wait,
clip of
who
him.
was it? Who was it? Was it? No, it was your lot. Your lot did that to Trent. Someone made a compilation on his debut. I'm pretty sure when it was Trent's debut for Real Madrid, like it was pretty bad or whatever. And like they did like a whole compilation or something. Like this is where he did the pass, like that was misplaced. This is where he passed it back to the keeper where he should have passed it this play. Like all this shit. Like I was like the pettiness and level of hatred for this. I'm like, at first I was like, you know what, that's pretty sad. But then I was like, you know what, I kind of respect it because that's some pretty big hate to be doing, for sitting there and making edit videos of like 14 minutes. And it wasn't even like he did a horrible debut. It was just like, you know what I mean? It wasn't, obviously, he didn't set the guns blazing like, what they thought they would have. But it was just so funny to see. And I feel like they might do the same with Isak for sure. as soon as he has like
100%
one
they will.
sticker. Yeah.
Newcastle fans are just waiting, and I just feel like that's probably why the reason I wouldn't play him. But again, in saying that, I'm not only slot. I didn't just win the Premier League in my first season, so he probably knows a lot more than I do. So if he does play him, then game on. We get to see the man. If not, I feel like the other boys will do the job anyway. No real injuries or new injuries to report on. Curtis Jones is out, I think. That was coming today that he's injured, but again, probably not in the starting 11 anyway, so shouldn't really affect much. Yeah. Good game after the international break. Obviously, it's going to be tough. I'm not saying we're going to walk over them, but we've had a lot harder games this year already, and we've walked away with 3 points in them. So I'm pretty confident. Yeah, that we're going to get the win in this one.
Look, I can't really counter argument for Burnley here, to be honest.
No.
Yeah, look,
the only argument I can what they were with company.
Yeah, well, look, the only argument I can make, and it's not even about the game, it's more about maybe I think Isak will start, to be honest. I'm going the other way just to give him that confidence. What better team to verse? And again, no disrespect to Burnley. I know they put on like a shift last week against United, but at the end of the day, they're still Burnley. You know what I mean? So, yeah, like I feel like what better opponent to start him against? You know what I mean? And yeah, if he makes those mistakes or whatever, he's more than capable to get at least 1 or 2 goals at least. You know what I mean? And that's what you want from your striker in your as your main number 9. You want him to get it up and rolling. You know what I mean? Not let's ease him in. If it was from a different league, I'd argue yes. But look, he's in the Premier League, been here for 2 seasons. You know what it's about. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but the thing is, he's just missed like the whole preseason. Like he hasn't trained. He's just like he's been not training.
Well, he has been training, but by himself, not with any.
Yeah,
this is the first time he's trained with a squad.
Yeah, I think they might bring him on. Like I personally wouldn't, but I think they might. I just don't
if
think
he doesn't
start
him,
and especially not with the way Ekatike has been playing. He's been playing just fine. Like he's been doing a great job. I just feel like we don't really need to. Like if we didn't have Ekatike, then we'd have to throw him in there straight away. Come on, find your feet. But I just feel like we've got the resources around at the moment to kind of let him find his feet out of the spotlight a bit, and find his fitness and stuff like that. So, but again, who knows? Arnie Slot did say today, don't expect to see Isak playing 90 minutes every game. That's what he said. He said he hasn't had preseason and all that. But again, by the sounds of that, it sounds like he hasn't said he's not going to play him. He's just, probably going to bleed him in slowly. But did see training clips of him. Like great finishing, just good stuff. Yeah, he does look pretty sharp, to be honest. The finishes look pretty good. Again, it is just training. I've seen some good finishes from Nunez in training as well. Let me know what happened there. But Isak's proven to have done it before and done it for a team like Newcastle. So, yeah, we move on.
We do.
Yeah, I don't have much to add. Like you said, I think we'll probably walk over them. Like I was saying before, they definitely got a different style to when they were head company. They were heaps more defensive, and
I
don't know. I just think you're gonna keep them in their own half, and then like you usually do most teams, and then end up putting 2 or 3 goals past them.
Yeah, I do think it's a good game for Wirtz to do something like. Not that he hasn't done anything, but just to get his name on the score sheet or an assist, and start racking up some of them numbers. Obviously, we bought him to be a 10. 10s have to get goals and assists at the end of the day as well. So, I think it's a big game for Wirtz to kind of, show the people who are talking that he can play and he'll be fine. So expect to see him involved a lot.
Any update on Connor Bradley, or is Slobsai going to be on right back again?
I don't know, man. I think Slobsai, in my books, he should be playing until he's proven why he shouldn't be playing, because the way he's been the last 2 games, he's probably been
Even if Frimpong comes back.
Man. Huh?
Even if Frimpong comes back.
Well, bro, he hasn't made a single mistake.
Yeah, I know, but you said this about the goalkeeper like last season when Ellison was out, and as soon as Ellison got back, you wanted him straight back in.
Kelleher made a mistake. He made a mistake.
Yeah, he did, actually. Yeah, he did.
Against Newcastle it was. He let the ball go over his head when he should have punched the ball. He had the chance to clear the ball, and he didn't. And the ball went over his head.
Edge of the
line,
yeah.
Yes, Shah slid, tackled the ball in the net. Like, that was a really good finish. And at that point after that, I said, you know what? Alisson would have punched the ball. So now you get dropped. And if Slobsai back passes the ball to someone and they score, that's when it would be like, okay, he's just had 2 really good games. He's not a right back. But this guy has been honestly perfect in right back. He's been as good as like a Hakimi or someone like that. And it's just, why would you, like, I don't know, maybe try Frimpong as a
midfielder as well, coming inside like Trent used to do.
Yeah, as a switch.
Does he come inside, or does he? I don't know. I haven't watched like any of your games. Yeah.
He does come inside, and he doesn't really bomb down the wing. He comes inside and he sprays them long balls as well. And honestly, like, I don't know. Obviously, Trent done it for years and years on end, but the early signs of Slobsai for me have said, like, I don't know, that's his position at the moment. When people come back, you know, you've got to give them a go as well. But I think it's working all right for us at the moment with him having such an engine. You know, around the 60th, 70th minute, we're able to put him in midfield, and then we can, you know, bring Frimpong back, you know, someone like that. But Frimpong can be used on the wing. Like, we can, you know, give Salah 60 minutes every a couple games because he is getting on a bit. So
Banks did say that.
Yeah, no, look, interesting stuff. Look, again, if you don't want Frimpong, we're more than happy to take him on loan this season because our right back situation is horrible at the moment. No, if you want, look, you're saying like you're happy with Slobsai, be happy with Slobsai, no worries.
Yeah, but we'll just have an extensive backup squad, which is good as well.
Yeah. Oh well, we'll see. It's going to be look, I won't say it's a big game, but it's going to be just interesting to see who he starts. Because if you don't think he's going to start Isak, then I'm eager to see who he will start, and if he does bring him on, like Sol was saying, like if he's going to come on in the 70th, 60th minute. But we'll see. And like you said, Wirtz, a big game for Wirtz as well. I didn't even think of that because let's face it, he hasn't performed as what we thought he would. But
look, I was saying about, like, this is the thing, and I actually didn't have high. I said this to my dad. I said, I really don't think we're going to see Wirtz be Wirtz. Like, we're not going to see the best of Wirtz straight away because, like, the 10. I don't know. Don't get me wrong. There are players who have come in and done it, but you can't forget he's only 21, or just turned 22. He's very young. It's like completely different league, but also just the way he plays and the position he plays, I feel like it's very much based on knowing what other players are doing around you. And to build up that knowledge of players' runs, you just have to, it takes time to do that. You don't just come in instantly and know where they're going to be straight away.
Look,
so I do feel like there's an element of that that's going on at the moment because you can see, like, you can just see even like before he receives the ball, like he's constantly scanning, like he's just constantly like knowing, like he's just so eager to know what's going on around him. He's just constantly moving his head up and down. Even a lot of his like first touches, he just like shields the ball really, really well. So you definitely see that there's a player that's got an IQ, a very good football IQ, and the technical ability to match it. So I will, he'll get going eventually, but just how long?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Look,
I was expecting it.
Look, I've always said, look, you can't judge a player until they had one full season. That's all. Even with managers, but amazing players, until they have one full season, then you can make your judgment. Yeah, you can banter them, whatever, how they play throughout the season. But to make true judgments, you can't just be like, oh, they've had 20 games or they've had 10 games, they're shit. Oh, they're good. You know what I mean? No, you can't do that because they might be good for 20 games and then the rest of the career they can be shit. You know, that's happened multiple times with players. You know what I mean? So and vice versa, they can be shit for the first season and then all of a sudden they're a club legend. You know what I mean? Again, so that's how I say it. Exactly. You know what I mean?
Thierry Henry, like it's the best
KDB.
of them.
Thank you. So let's go. But yeah, look, it's going to be an interesting game, interesting lineups. We'll see what happens.
It is. So, and then move on to the derby, the battle. And so, who's come out on top in the last few?
I raised my hand.
I don't even talk about it.
I raised my hand. We drew the last game. Remember, it was the most boringest derby that we've watched, 0-0. And then the last game at the Etihad was the 2-1. Remember, Ahmad scored right in the last minute.
Oh, he fucking loves doing that, doesn't he?
He does.
And yeah.
Look, you seem to forget there was 3 derbies last season, but United fans want to forget about the first game.
Hey.
I said, look, there was 3 derbies last season, but United fans want to forget about the first one when there was actually a trophy. When there actually was a trophy on the line, the most prestigious trophy in my plate. Yeah, the plate. The plate.
That's right.
I couldn't even. I can't remember.
No, I'm literally joking. I've said it multiple times. That match has always been a friendly to me. No matter, even if it's a derby, even if it's like we've versed Liverpool 10 times in that competition.
It's still banter if one of us.
But it's still banter. Yeah. But it's not the same feeling. But yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Who wants to go first? Home team or away team?
Yeah, you're the home team. You go home.
Okay. Look. You can see by the title, Midchester derby. Look, for the first time in a while, we're underneath them lot. Can't believe it. It feels like it's the old days again. We're mid-table.
It's early.
And you're still mid-table. So yeah, again, it's gonna be great. Now look, jokes aside, Joey was saying before, look, it's gonna be another ball fest or shit game. I'm gonna tend to a little bit disagree on that because like I don't know if you guys heard, our injury list is practically to the blue moon. They've got some injuries as well. So look, honestly, I think this is going to be probably a more open game than people might expect it to be, just because of like the unpredictable, like outcome or aura that's around.
Have you got Kuna and Bomo available, Jacob?
Isn't Cunha out?
That's it's only really one that's out for our team.
And to be honest, I don't even trying to. I was going to say it's probably one of the not even best player. He's probably one of the most threatening players, especially against a City team like us now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Behind the defenders.
I was thinking that. I asked that question because if he said yes, I was going to say I can actually see a few goals coming.
If he was starting.
Look, don't get me wrong, Mbemo is good like that as well. But just Cunha is better doing that.
Mason Mount's probably going to be playing.
Right. Yeah, I just want Bruno go forward a little bit since Cunha's not there. Like to go take his spot. Get the fuck Mason Mount out of striker.
Manu and Casemiro.
And then put Manu and Casemiro in the midfield. That's how I want. I want Sesko to be starting this game.
You want Sesko? Yeah, I think. Well, I think as well. Like at the end of the day, he's got to be starting. He's what? How much he's paid for this guy? 70 million, 80 million.
67.
Yeah, 67 million. I just don't really. Oh, you just have Xerxes. Where is he? Is he injured?
Yeah. No, Xerxes came on last game.
Yeah.
But we need to be starting him. He's had enough time to be coming off the bench the last 3 games to get integrated into the team or whatever it is. So
has he done anything that's made you go wow in the 3 games you watched him at all?
No, just hit hit one over the bar. No, not really. Just a glazing header. That's mostly all he's really done so far. But he hasn't really done much. No shots on target, I don't really think. So, like I said, he needs to be starting to get his feet under himself. Coming off the bench sometimes isn't the best. Some people ain't like a super sub, but like I said, he really needs to be starting this game. I don't want to see Mason Mount up front. Bruno needs to come forward a bit, and then, like you said, just before Casemiro and Manu needs to be our midfield. That's what I want to be starting for this game.
Very, very interesting stuff. Marmoush injured, big miss there. Thanks.
Yeah, no, look,
a lot of City players injured.
Yeah, look, like I said from the start, like we gotta. And I'm not gonna excuse this. I don't want to be like, oh, because of these injuries, we're gonna lose. No, it's Derby Day. I'm always up for it. You know what I mean? Like like I said, I've gone to Old Trafford with fucking Benjani and fucking Shaun Phillips and shit, and we've come out, on top. So you know what I mean? These injuries, yes, they're fucking frustrating and annoying, and I'd love to field our best 11. Of course I do, especially against, Man United. But at the end of the day, like, we're still more than capable enough to put a good field a decent squad out there to take them on. And look, again, I'm not trying to be like again, I'm not trying to even banter you, Sol, but I haven't been great this season either. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no.
Yeah,
we've only been
like
good the first game against Arsenal, which we lost, and then the last two games against Fulham and Burnley.
As well, an interesting thing here is we could see 2 fresh debut goalkeepers on both sides.
I think I mentioned that last week. I was like, there could be a debuts for keepers
both
in this
keepers.
derby.
Yeah,
for both squads.
Well, I definitely expect Man United's keeper to start. But they've got rid of Anana, so they've only got Bayindir. And
I was going to say, so would you rather Bayindir or would you?
No, throw the young keeper in. I don't care. Yeah, throw him in. Okay. He'll be better than any of them too.
But don't you think it'll be kind of a big stage for him in that game?
I have seen. Just like anything, you can get obviously, like, if you just get all of someone's bad moments, it can look pretty bad. But I did see a highlight reel. I wouldn't say highlight reel. I'd say a highlight reel of your new keeper.
I've seen a highlight reel as well. You can make bad ones of him. You can make bad ones of every goalkeeper.
I'm saying you can, but yeah.
Again, which hater did that? Like, that's so
exactly. As soon as we got signed, you got straight away you can do that for
a low line compilation is insanity to me. It's so funny, but it's so like.
Yeah, I didn't even give a fuck about it.
Honestly, it's probably a Liverpool fan, City fan.
Trying to banter him already.
That's what I mean. Yeah. Like, that's what I mean. It's just what it's like, growing up when we were kids, right, or whatever. Not even kids, like, you wanted to banter your friend or whatever. If you, like, let's say they made a shit signing or whatever, you just be like, oh, bro, yeah, like, oh, this guy's not that good. Or I just saw I saw a YouTube video of him and he missed two of those shots or whatever. Now it's like you said, now these days, compilation of low lights. Like, where do they have time to go find this guy's games in the Belgium league, mind you? Like, you know what I mean? And go, low lights.
Where are they finding this? Are they watching like 50, 60 hours of football to find?
No, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, they would have went last season, Lemon's highlight or whatever, just like not even Lemon's highlight, just like, whatever team he was playing for, highlights, and then, blah, blah, go through the game and then see which games he did a mistake.
Got halfway through a match, realised he wasn't even playing. Oh, that's a waste of time. Playing on to the next one, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
No, well, that's what I mean. I feel like
dedication, but it's also a sad level.
You know what I feel like what they'd be doing? I feel like they'd be doing as well. They'll be looking at the results, like, all right, this game they lost like 4-0. Surely he had a bad game in this. Boom. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that game circle that one. I'll watch that one first.
Yeah, but no, look, I get it. It's funny, but I respect the pettiness. But no, look, Donnarumma for us. I was saying to Sol before. I think I've said it off stream. it'd be funny. I think like such a Pep move to start Trafford in this game, and Donnarumma in the Napoli game. But we'll see. Look, I don't know. Like it's Donnarumma's we know how good he is. He's played in a big occasion, so I don't feel like he'll get cold feet coming into this game. But I don't know if we do play him.
I do think for a keeper, I do think it's slightly different because I just feel like as a keeper, like you can make a mistake, but it's a shot's a shot. Like there's people shooting at you from all different angles constantly. I don't think you really need to learn what your teammates are doing as long as the opposition's coming and shooting the ball at you.
Well, this is the angle I'm getting at.
Yeah.
The angle I'm getting at is if we do
distribution might be obviously
not
ideal.
Yes, well, thank you. This is what I'm trying to get at. Like, so if we do start Donnarumma, right? Like we know now that Trafford can sort of play from the back, right? Yes, he's not Edison, but he can do it when he needs to, right? So, and that's usually the style we've played for multiple years, like since Pep's been here, right? Donnarumma coming in, I don't know if we're going to be playing like that because again, look, Donnarumma is not the worst. He's not the worst with his feet, but like he's not.
I just think,
but he's like I don't think Pep's going to expect him to do what like Edison does. You know what I mean? Like
he's still going to be able to pass out from the back. I think it's just not going to be all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to be like
we don't press that. Like we're not the greatest at pressing, so I still think you're going to be able to play out from the back in some occasions.
Yeah, look, if you make that point, for sure.
I want United to win in this game.
You always it seems like you're a bit of a secret United fan. You've been on a United win every time we verse them. What's going on?
Yeah, because you're our main rival.
We're not in the opposition.
I was going to say you're still
main rivals. You're our main
rivals. For what? But like maybe, yeah. Well, maybe like a few
everyone's chances.
Pep Guardiola, bro. Pep Guardiola. Guy just won 4 in a row, and you're telling me not to be worried about him. Come on,
fair enough. If you're putting it that way, then all right. I won't argue.
Like I just feel like look. Like I said, we should get the 3 points at Burnley. If you get done again, we're 9 points ahead of you already.
Well, this is the thing, bro. Like I was saying last week,
that's like getting to the distance already of like it will be hard for you, very hard for you to catch us, especially with the form you're in.
No, well, I'm telling you right now, if we hypothetical,
if we do beat,
if we lose, if we lose to United, and then guess who we got the following game, Arsenal away. If we lose to United and then lose to them, which is very possible. 4 games, and I'll more than happy to admit it.
On the road to 11 again.
Yeah, on the show, I'll be more than happy to admit it.
If that happens,
title over.
And then it's just Liverpool and Arsenal. We know what's going to happen. We know the outcome. We've seen what happens.
Again.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to.
I want another walk. I want
another walk in the park title.
Would you want him gone?
Who? Pep?
Yeah.
Why do you just keep wanting me to say Pep out? Like, is this like?
I'm not saying that if we get to another 11.
No. I'm only making a joke. I'm making a joke because like Joey's asked me this question.
Bad if you get to 2 years in a row. But like you said, you still got third last season. So fuck, I can't really say much.
I'm telling you right now, if Pep had the same season as he had, like the same season he had as Ange, right, and then we don't even win anything, like we came
or us.
I still wouldn't say no Pep out just because of what he's given us and what he's given our club and where he's put us on the map. Like City, when we got bought, we were there, right? But then with Pep, he made us here, and we can all admit that, right? We can all admit like Pep, like they've compared him multiple, and you've even admitted it yourself. They've compared him to the greatest, and I'll admit he's the greatest, Sir Alex Ferguson. You know what I mean? Multiple times. I'm not. If someone said to you, "Hey, same thing. Like there's times Fergie didn't win, like three or 4 seasons in a row.
Nah, get the fuck out of here.
Exactly. What do you mean? When Chelsea came and fucking did their dominance, the people say, "Oh, Fergie's got to go. He's not going to win against this super team." What does Fergie do? Go and fucking smash the super team. You know what I mean? And same thing as us. They said we wouldn't do this. They said we wouldn't do that. He goes and wins. He said we wouldn't get this much point. We're going to win the Centurion. We go win 4 in a row. We go win the Champions League. So no, I would never take Pep away from my club. Never. Even if, and again, like I know you're trying to be, I know I don't think you're bantering or whatever, but yeah, no. Even if it was 5, 7, 11 games in a row, no, I'd be pissed off. Don't get me wrong, and I'd criticize him. I'd call him a bald bastard. Yes, every week, and you know what I mean. Don't get me wrong, but I would never say Pep out, get out of my club, because again, we both know. Just jokes aside, I came from a shit time. You know what I mean, like a really shit time. So it's like anything after that has been great. So no, I'd never say Pep out. But saying that, I want him to win. Otherwise, he's Pep out next week. All right. If we don't win this game, Pep out next week. You know what I mean? So no, look. What I'm expecting, like I said to you before, yes, we have all these injuries, but I honestly feel like we're more than capable enough to field a team that can beat you. You know what I mean? Yeah. And
both, like you said, it's the Midchester derby for a reason.
Yeah.
We're still trying to find out like deep with our team. I got the whole new front three, so
that's the thing. And I feel like this is more of like a both transitioning.
On the flip side of this coin, pressure Pep, Liverpool getting thing on City. If United get humbled, like if you get battered, pressure is starting to build. Serious pressure.
I wouldn't reckon. Not really.
On who? On Amaron?
We're
or just United
not meant to be winning at the moment. We just came from 15th. We're not supposed to be beating City and Chelsea. All that I'm worried about is beating those mid-table teams like Brighton and like Aston Villa. Like,
yeah, but it's not like before he came in, he was 15th. That's the thing. He's taken you to 15th. Under his leadership, he's finished 15th.
Yeah, but if we lose against City and then lose against Chelsea and then end up beating Sunderland after,
I'm just saying, like, he's finished 15th because of him. Ultimately, he was the manager at the time. He was the one who steered the ship down towards 15th and stayed there. And it's just like, I don't know. You just expect. I think the pressure will be building.
I'm not just going to say he's going to get pressure every single time he loses the game.
Sorry to cut you off, but he also got him to a final as well. I know he lost that final, but I know it's like, see how he goes in a full sit.
We're not expected to beat City and Chelsea and all these big teams. Yeah. Like I said, still a long time, long season. So
I think we all know the English media and what they do. Like, I just personally think if he's say you get beat 4-0 or something, like I said, I reckon the media will start.
If we get battered,
for sure.
But if we just
that's what I said. I said if he's get humbled, that's what I said. If he's got humbled, like battered, like
yeah, especially with all their injuries, we should be. We should be beating them really with all the injuries.
Also, that's what I want to ask you. I've always asked you this. What's your confidence level now that, now you know about the injuries, you know how we've started this season, you know what I mean? Like, I know, okay, Derby Day, you're still going to back your team no matter what, but, like, confidence-wise, what are you, like, what's your coming into this game, you know what I mean?
I think you just said it. You said he wasn't expecting to win.
No, so, like, you're like, oh, it's more of a lax approach to this game?
So we're not expected to beat these big teams, so if we lose, it's not heaps of pressure on them. It's the teams that we're in the mid-table teams. If we keep losing against them at home like we did last season, then I think the big pressure. Yeah. But yeah, like you said, if we got battered, then yeah, definitely. But I don't know. My confidence is a little bit high, knowing that all these injuries, we're not expected to win, but we beat you last season there. So
yeah,
you never know what can happen. I think I think we should be beating you. So I'm going 2-1 my way if we're doing predictions.
He's coming in. Huh?
Why is that?
Yeah, we should be beating you. I think we've got a stronger team at the moment right now.
Sorry.
You still got
Robbie and Grinders. Bro. Sorry. I would just be fucking playing Jane from now on. Jesus Christ.
And you still got the five goal threat up front as well with Haaland scoring 5 goals, so you never know. He can easily score 2 or 3 goals
if he turns on. Yeah, if he's on, he's scoring the hat trick. Like it's just you can't stop.
I think right now we should be beating you. This is the perfect time to be versing you with all these injuries at the moment. So And like I said,
Well,
when
that's-
you really got when you're out.
Well, that's why I was asking, because like if this was on the if the shoe was on the other foot and like you had multiple injuries, whatever, blah blah blah, I'd be much more confident going into this game, right? But look, at the end of the day, like I've been saying this whole time.
Talk.
Look, at the end of the
They got
day,
a
I'm
lot.
more, like again, there's 12 to 10 injuries. You know, like apparently 10 confirmed, and there's 12 injuries. Yes. So look, that's what I mean. But I've been saying this whole time. We're more than capable to put a squad out there to even go toe to toe against
Rodri, Reinders.
Yeah, we've still got Roger. Yeah. Look,
Haaland.
Rodri, Reinders, like you said, Haaland. Oscar Bob is an amazing player. A lot of people, I know you guys don't, but a lot of people sleep on him. He's like, if anything, he's been one of the shining beacons this season. So look, at the end of the day, yeah, it's going to be a close one like last season, in my opinion. Hopefully, it's not the same game as like in Old Trafford, and I hope it's not the same as it was in the Etihad. I hope it's a different result. I'm going to go 3-2. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game because we still can't defend yet. And yeah, now especially with all these.
You said you still have a little bit of a high line.
Exactly, that's what I mean. So that's what I was saying before. Like, how are we going to play if we do have Donnarumma? So we'll see. But yeah, okay, 3-2. That's what I'm going for. I hope we do use.
2-all.
Yeah. 2-all. Okay. Bring it on.
Let's go.
Man, get out of here. Hope Armour gets injured so he doesn't have to play. And then who you got? Who's going to score then? And I know Nunes doesn't have a bet anymore. So you're cooked now. Because last season he had a bet on. I know he did. That's why he passed it back to you guys and you won that game. Okay. This season he doesn't have a bet on. So I know he doesn't. So we're definitely going to be. Yeah. You know what? I'm changing the scoreline. Put it 6-1 again. I don't care.
Oh.
We'll leave it 3-2. Leave it 3-2.
Do you want to quickly go through these predictions then?
Yeah,
might as well.
All right, we'll just quickly do the Burnley. What about your game, Burnley, Liverpool? Let's get that one out of the way. 3-0.
We didn't. I thought I predicted that.
Nah, I don't even think we did. I think we just talked about his game.
4-1 Liverpool.
I'll go 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
Liverpool.
But I think we're leaking goals, right?
First game, early game, is Arsenal and Nottingham.
Oh, big hands.
Nottingham, they both lost the last games. Nottingham got battered.
A big fat Greek wedding's about to happen.
Big hands.
It's the full Greek connection now.
This guy again.
And thank you to Mr. Marinakis. Very grateful to Mr. Marinakis.
I'd see this guy again, man. I thought it was over with after that Europa League.
You mean thank you, Mr. Marinakis. You've been so kind to me.
Imagine if he wins it again with Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, that'd be insanity. But he has to wait in his second season, mate. Remember?
Yeah. But the third season's better. Nah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, this third season as well. It's
the
first. Interesting stuff.
I'll go 2-1 Arsenal just because they're absolutely trash and they don't really score that much.
You know what? I'm gonna go 1-1. Fuck it. Arsenal's fans are in shambles at the moment because they lost to Liverpool. I think it's going to continue on. New manager bounce. What better way than, Ange to come take a point at? Is that the Emirates?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then what better way to Ange to, solidify
that would be like shit house. Like he's done it for Spurs as well, wouldn't it?
And now he's come,
I
seen a meme. I seen the meme the other day, Joey, when it was like when he got appointed. I think it was like he got appointed to get Nottingham Forest relegated, so Morgan Gibbs White can go to Spurs for free or some shit like that.
No,
everything's always about Morgan Gibbs White with Tottenham.
Yeah, fucking.
Just let
You
it
just got to
go,
thank
bro.
Mr.
It's not even that
Marinakis,
good.
but thanks, Mr.
Yeah,
Marinakis.
Arsenal. Who did you say,
Thank
Joey?
you.
What was your score?
1-0 Arsenal. I don't want it
Yeah,
to
from
be,
the
but
corner.
I just feel like they're just going to score from
1-0
corner.
from the corner.
Yeah.
You both said that at the same time. Well,
Bournemouth versus Brighton.
probably the closest
Bournemouth
game of the
are
week.
still alright, even though they've lost like
Yeah.
the whole back line.
Yeah.
They've
I
actually doing pretty well.
reckon
Brighton's
Bournemouth 2-1.
pretty down.
Bournemouth 2-1.
2-2.
I think this is going to be 2. Ah, you motherfucker. I'll go 1-1. I'll go 1-1. Crystal Palace and Sunderland.
Palace 1-0.
Palace 1-0.
3-1.
Yeah.
Palace 3-1 for me.
Yeah, I'll go 2-1 Palace. I think Palace is going to beat them. Sunderland's still
Where's
alright,
the
but Everton
What about-
and Aston Villa.
You know what?
Jackie
I feel like
Grealish coming
Jackie
back home.
Grealish.
Oh no, actually it's Everton.
You know what? I feel like
Who won Everton?
two,
Say 3-1 Everton, Banks.
2-1.
2-1 Villa. 2-1 Villa. I feel like Emery has to get some points. He has to start winning games, or his job he's going to be in a bit of strife.
He's already in relegation after 3 games.
I'll
go 1-1. Actually, yeah, I'll go 1-1. Fulham and Leeds. Fulham versus Leeds.
Fulham 2-0.
Oh, there's going to be another draw.
1-1.
You know what? I'm going to go 1-0 Leeds.
It's probably like one of the most even weeks. Like everyone's pretty it's like pretty hard to choose the games. I'm not gonna lie. Probably the easiest game has been Liverpool and Burnley this far. All right, what's next?
Oh, what did you say, Joey? Sorry.
So what?
Fulham versus Leeds.
Oh, you can...
1-1.
Newcastle versus Wolves. Newcastle need a win. They definitely. I reckon
2-0.
4-1 Newcastle.
Yeah, 2-0 Newcastle.
2 new strikers. They're going to come in, score some
that's
goals
right.
at St. James.
They've got some new
Whistler's
strikers
there.
as well. Yeah, see how this guy turns up.
Walter
What'd you
Mardy.
say?
I don't even know his name.
Yeah, I reckon 3-0 Newcastle.
West Ham versus Tottenham.
Come on, New Irons 3-1. West Ham.
3-1 Tottenham.
Yeah, I'm going to go 2-1 Tottenham. Thomas Frank.
Yeah.
And last game, Brentford versus Chelsea.
Chelsea 3-1.
Chelsea 2-0.
I think Chelsea's going to win. Like you were saying, Brentford's not that great this season. 3-1 Chelsea.
Cool.
All right. Well, that concludes another great show. Thanks, gentlemen. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Shit, what was
Feel
yours?
free,
I'm here properly. What'd you say?
Joey? Huh?
What'd you say for yours? I didn't hear you properly.
It was Chelsea 3-0.
Yeah. Not bad. Not bad.
So yeah, like, subscribe, leave a comment, take the piss out of us, do whatever you like, but some interactions would be nice. Thank you again. See you next week.
Peace.
Thanks out, lads.
See you, lads. Have a good one. Till next time.
Love
Sete. I'll see you online. So.
United.
Boo. 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 You shit. You fucking shit.
Wait, I should have said 3-1. Latest.